Really chewed the scenery on that one, huh?
Yeah.
Really savored that shit.
Not as much as Cheryl chews the scenery.
Ain't that the fucking truth?
Hello, everyone,
Howdy.
and welcome back to the Full Dark, No Stars Riverdale podcast.
Feels good to be back.
Oh,
It's been a little bit.
Oh my god! What did we watched? Episode 5.
We watched episode 5.
That shit was so good. What did we call her? Punished Betty.
Punished Betty. Yeah,
we're in the
Punished Betty arc. Which
that's one of my new favorite episodes of the show. Just Punished Betty.
Yeah, because the Black Hood is telling her to go do things, and she said, "No, please," because Black Hood's making her, forsake all of her connections in life.
Yeah,
I was expecting it to go like Veronica, Jughead, and then have him threaten Archie.
Yeah, but Archie's a good boy.
That's true. He is just a good boy, huh?
Yeah, that's why he didn't threaten Archie, and why she felt
sins. What's
that
Jughead's sins?
That he's part of the serpent. No, he's part of the serpents in the north.
No, but
or south side.
I don't think the Black Hood would be accounting the fact that he was a serpent at the time, and he was still like working on becoming a serpent all the same.
No, it's because he was he was still a serpent though, like by blood.
I guess.
He mentions he's not fit to date you. He's south side. That was like the line, I think. Yeah.
I'm so looking forward to the reveal.
God.
But man, freaking, we saw Mr. Nick St. Clair. Like, what a name. Like a name like that.
Yeah. What a character.
He really is, isn't he?
Yeah.
He played his role very well.
Yes. This episode also that episode specifically was directed so well.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically the Betty half of the episode.
Single, the scene where she's sitting outside at the bus stop by herself, and it's that wide shot.
Both of them, the establishing shot and then the side shot, the profile shot. Oh my god.
Just
look
up the cast list for this episode, find the director, go shake that man's hand.
Right.
It's just
right. Hey. Also, I loved how the beginning of the episode. I'm a little sad that because the episode after that one, they didn't follow this motif. But it was the beginning of episode 5. She gets a phone call, and I don't think it was the Black Hood right away, or maybe it was. I can't remember. But it plays the song the Lollipop.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a cheerful song, whatever. And then as the episode breaks down and it keeps having
every time we hear it, we're like, fuck.
They turn it into a kind of dreaded song where Betty doesn't want to hear it either, and I'm like, okay, this is a good motif,
very
though.
Good. And then immediately, next episode they didn't keep it.
Yeah, it's just a normal ringtone. But
that's fine.
And I'm
whatever.
like, okay.
But no, episode 5, very good.
And even her acting, what direction was she given? Because I don't think she wasn't acting this hard in some of the prior episodes.
Not at all. But this is it's definitely especially for that episode.
Yeah, I think that's
very Betty centric.
Yeah,
someone was like, all right, Betty is the main character of this episode, right? Because it's so odd to feel how much it shifted from when we were dealing with all the red circle nonsense, how much Archie was front and center of everything going on, to now he's just kind of on the he feels like he's on the side. Yeah. And he's not.
I was glad that Betty got some screen time.
I like
it was
her.
Good. Yeah.
And man, what did Kevin call it? Was a jug. What's their ship name that he called them?
Oh, Jetty.
Is it Jetty? I don't know, but I stand that ship so hard.
Oh my god. Is this your favorite ship in the show?
It is
Jughead and Betty.
It's simple, it's one that we get, and it's very good. And sure, Archie's with Veronica, or Veronica's with Archie, but that's just kind of consolation.
The scene where Betty and Jughead are at Pops, and Jughead is like halfway through joining the Serpents,
Mm-hmm.
and Betty's like doing the laundry list of things the Black Hood wants her to do, and they're both just so easily lying to each other.
Yeah.
I'm like, fucking bless. They're
like,
both just lying through their teeth.
And I mean, they've been doing it for a while, but like now it's just like second nature, right?
Yeah, it's
Just
that,
them
and they,
keeping
the
secrets.
costuming was good because it like separates them even more.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, this.
He's slipping more and more into.
Who's the episode director for this
Like-
one? Like they did
what
a
the
great
fuck, guys. Like, come on. How dare you, first of all?
Yeah,
How dare you
actually.
make me care? I don't appreciate it. Because like it gets to the point like, oh, it's getting close to the time of week I can watch Riverdale. And because like I want to watch more.
Yeah.
Like just recreationally, I would. But I'm staying.
Just some recreational Riverdale, you know. You all should try it too.
Hey, you know, I could go back and just rewatch season 1 at my leisure if I really want.
You could.
Which isn't a terrible
The simpler
idea.
days.
Yeah. It feels like it, right?
Now that we're like revving up and there's a serial killer plot.
I mean, I'm wondering
and,
if
Jughead joined a gang.
I'm wondering if I would get more out of a second rewatch, like knowing everything.
Yeah.
Because especially with something as well directed as season 1, like
It's concise.
I can maybe pay attention less to like what's going on and just like look at it. You know what I mean? And just be like, yeah, damn.
And I know we don't talk about the character that much, but Hiram do be serving. I love when he's just like, did that boy hurt you?
Because
Their family
because Veronica knew that was the case, and she was like, yeah, but I don't want his blood on my hands or my dad's. And then after she found out Betty was going to give him the name and that Cheryl's parents aren't pressing charges for the assault, she's like, no, you know what, he's fucking dead, he is gone. And then they do it,
and I'm gonna tell my dad.
And then they do it,
and Hiram's like, what Sinclair family?
like
they never existed.
Like, I get that, like, Hiram is like, you know,
he's gonna be the villain probably like next season.
Probably. Like, I know he's like super manipulating, whatever.
Yeah.
But like, he's like, hey, do not fuck with my kid.
And I kind of like that.
I kind of liked it.
I like that.
It was real attractive. It was real attractive.
Like,
Daddy Hiram is here to take care of you.
Yeah, go off, King.
Oh, so good, dude.
And that was like Riverdale's not good at dealing with like real world problems.
Not really.
Like, not at all. But I don't know, it handled the Sinclair plot line like as reasonably as I think they could have. Like the episode climax of seeing Josie and Veronica kicking the shit
Josie and the
out
Pussycats, the 4 of them just beating the shit out of this guy. I was so here for it.
Cathartic.
It was so good, dude. I loved that. I loved it so much. And I'm glad that they did.
I think
it was really fun.
I think my favorite for the sheer insanity of the scene in the episode was when what was it, the Black Hood so I was like, yeah, I'll give you a clue or whatever, like go to this location, and she sees the box and he's like, oh, open it and you'll know the truth,
put it on,
and it's a Black Hood,
turn around and there's a mirror,
it's a mirror.
Which we knew that's what was coming, right? But that
we're the same.
Like, actually kind of based, right?
I kind of love
like
that.
Genuinely, unironically,
I love
so
that
here
he
for
like engineered enough pressure on Betty to even get her to cough up a name of someone that she wants dead.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ooh, that Dark Betty squeezing out.
Yeah. Punished Betty and Dark Betty doing battle or joining forces. Well, see, no, they were doing battle, but now they've joined forces to catch the Black Hood.
Yes.
Now we're getting Dark Betty and Punished Betty together in harmony.
It's very good. It's very good. Very exciting.
And we did say Well, we said many things while watching the episode, but we also said that it was who was Big Boss? Veronica?
What? Yeah,
Veronica really was Big Boss, and then I said that Archie was Revolver
Archie.
Yeah, Revolver Archie, because he's the cuck. Because like Veronica was like on the borderline of just cucking Archie with Mr.
It was very close. It was very close. Betty was in the cuck chair.
Betty was super in the cuck chair. Yeah, everyone else was bumping and grinding and doing drugs, and she was just sitting there.
It's fine. It's
fine. What a show of all time.
What are we doing? We're going back into the mansion, right?
Correct. We had a pleasant conversation with Skine in the not the forest, the garden.
Yeah.
And now we're going back inside.
Yeah.
Adjacent to the leisure room, there is quite a grand dining hall with long elmwood table with enough room for all the guests and space to spare. What a sentence. You, the baristas, and the other visitors slowly make their way into the hall, and it's not very long before everyone is present. However, the lizard folk fellow that Mani encountered earlier is nowhere to be seen. A maid by the name of Miranda is set to work, making sure everyone is settled in and has drinks. Donnie expresses his gratitude. Oh, this is Donnie. Excuse me. Yeah. This isn't Donnie. This is Donnie.
Yeah.
Donnie expresses his gratitude for everyone's presence and his appreciation for being surrounded by those dear to him. After a toast, Donnie heads back to the kitchen. Miranda makes trips to and from the kitchen with a cart, beginning with serving appetizers and going through a full 3-course meal. The conversation is lively. Kira, Paul, and even Melvin seem happy to converse with your group.
Doesn't it just feel good?
It does.
Yeah.
Kira, Paul, Melvin. It's pretty good. Strong and powerful. I'm not sorry.
You shouldn't be.
Donnie pops in between courses to join the conversation and explain the dishes coming up next. The only one who doesn't speak much is Miranda. She is busy with serving the meals, cleaning away the remnants, and making sure every glass is full. Ooh.
Yeah? Just dropping shit?
I had to get my bottle cap.
Yeah.
Despite her tired-looking face, she is very attentive and does her job well. And it looks like to Dagbat and Cthulhu, something about her seems a bit off. Yet despite your perceptive gazes, you cannot pin down exactly what. They didn't roll well enough. That being said, of course, you two are by far the most exotic things sitting at the table, with many nervous glances passed in your direction. Mani also likely receives some pitying looks, as he is unable to dine alongside the rest of the group due to his helmet.
I really wanted
just
him
shoving it straight in the.
I just loved him holding a drink and tilting it. It just runs down.
I would also be okay with a big loopy straw going in through one of the eye holes of the helmet to go down to his mouth. I would also be okay with that.
No.
But I appreciate the visual of just him glass to the outside of the helmet and just spilling everywhere. It's very good.
That's what I want.
It's very good.
Same with food. Just clank.
Clink, clink, clink. Delicious steak. Clink, clink. It's pretty good. Unfortunately, you're given a lovely space in the pantry to chow down in. The hell? Relegated. Get out of here. Go sit with the peasants. By the time dinner is over, it is well into the evening and getting dark outside. With everyone full and satisfied, Donnie invites you all back into the leisure room.
Leisure room?
I say it both ways. That way I keep everyone guessing. No one can pin me down. I'm an enigma.
Is it audience? Is this leisure or leisure? I'm okay with either one, but I want to see a general consensus.
Well, if you're Selkie, it's probably leisure. I'm pretty sure
that's
that's
calling out someone
yeah,
like
I am.
that. That's so
I am.
rude.
Hi. But I'm pretty sure that's a over there them thing. Like you in color.
Yeah.
I love that conversation. It's very good. It's like you in color. Whether or not you agree with it, it's there. And you know what? It's just the better version.
No.
Sorry.
No.
The whole party of guests make their way there and sink deep into the plush cushioning of the couches and chairs. Donnie is the last to arrive, and he walks down the stairs from the upper balcony. In his hand is a glass of some amber liquid with a single large piece of ice. A few members of the group recognize it as some sort of whiskey.
Okay. You know, I might get flack for this. That's so try hard. The one piece of ice in there, it's so...
Well, if it's like a big piece of ice, that's like normal. That's part of the thing that you do.
Yeah, it's so try hard. It's so like, I'm gonna make this the experience.
I thought it was
of
just
having
standard.
this alcohol making it fun.
Well, I mean, he's already a weak bitch. He is not drinking it neat. Like that one Hosier song that everyone seems to like.
What?
You know, the Irishman, Hosier.
No. I don't.
Some say Hosier.
This is not helping.
Oh no, he's a musician from Ireland. From Ireland, where they say or.
Yeah. It's okay, we can make fun of John Eye Patch Wolf all we
super
want.
Can. Yeah, he thinks we sound like dogs. You sound like seals. Or. Yeah, you're like that, sir. Anyway, I know, Mr. John Eye Patch Wolf, you're obviously listening.
He's our biggest fan. He's our biggest fan. He's gonna invite us onto his podcast one day.
I would have to decline. I wouldn't know what the fuck to do. I'd be like, I can't. Sorry, sir. I'm not interesting enough. I'm just not. It's just the truth.
I'll get him to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, and you'll have to make a 2-hour long video essay
that you won't watch.
That I won't watch for sure. About why Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, like why you should watch Yu-Gi-Oh! GX.
We don't get why you should watch anymore, though. It's
No, you'll bring it back and
just for the
GX.
one. Period. Oh my god. No. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Oh.
It's Donnie. He approached. Were you doing? You were doing Donnie.
No, you were doing Donnie.
I don't think I was.
Was it?
I don't think.
That's fine.
I don't think.
Finally, I can relax. This is what you considered a strenuous day. There's a lot weighing on my mind right now. Carrying such is a tiring encumbrance. I hope that's that word.
Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
In its own right. Plus, I help with the cooking. It's not easy to do meal prep for such a large gathering, while still being the host of said assembly.
You took your Hendrix and took it down like maybe 2 notches. You're like almost there.
He's not as big as Hendrix.
Yeah, he's not as big, but he's almost there. I appreciate it though. Donnie takes a seat next to Kira and takes a hearty sip. Meanwhile, Kira's attention hones in on Donnie's glass with a tense expression.
Dear. Oh, come now, honey. Surely I deserve a bit of a treat.
A little tweet?
Gwen decides now might be a good time to interject. That meal was magnificent, Donnie. Why, I would say it was even better than than what I had. Wait.
Mm.
Better
than what I... Okay, yeah.
Okay.
That is right.
Okay. It looked weird and it sounded weird for a moment.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It is weird,
Yeah.
is the thing.
What I have had at the Capitol, at least by recent memory. See, hun? There's no need to fuss. I say, toiling around those hot stoves has left me feeling a bit cooked myself. Please, forgive me if you see any sweat. I've cleaned myself up as best I can outside of a proper bath. Oh, right. I'm probably due for one myself. Well, we've got quite the large one here. How about I show you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, only if it's all right. A pish-posh. A proper lady should never feel guilty in excusing herself to primp and preen.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that's those words.
Those are correct. Preening is what birds do.
Yeah.
That's
I'm just like...
Primp and preen.
I was like, what is this like triple E word? Like
Triple E.
there might as well be. Yeah, preen.
Preening.
Oh.
Squawk, if you will. Yes, preen, squawk.
No. Come now, Gwen. Follow me. I'll show you where it is. All right. Excuse me, rest of you. I'll be back shortly. Right after I show you my dear friend where she can clean up. Gone.
Donnie and Princess Gwenhilda head upstairs, walking further into the mansion. Kira is quiet as she watches them go, and fails to mask a look of concern. While Donnie and Gwenhilda gone, the room is awkwardly quiet for a while.
Dag, you know, speaks up. His hood down. So, do you, have any jobs or work that need done?
Look at those ears.
He's got them big
Look at them
ears.
big ol' ears.
Right? A basement full of rats that need slaying?
Hey, he's asking the right questions, okay? He's using key buzzwords to avoid any fuckery and just getting on a brass tacks. This is a game where I'm an adventurer and I'll kill the rats in your basement for money, I guess. We're going full RuneScape here, boys. Oh, when are you going to play RuneScape?
No.
Oh, shit.
No.
I have to do something.
Shut up.
Today.
It's fine.
I was just reminded.
Yeah. Alright, that's the DM's line.
Okay. Kira takes a moment to even notice that Dagbat is speaking.
Wow. Doesn't even care.
Incredible.
Just, did a fly just try to speak to me?
Yeah.
Like...
what is that high-pitched whining sound? She blinks before answering.
I'm sorry.
Just as she starts talking, her attention is diverted. Miranda walks in and starts moving through the leisure room, heading for the stairs.
Miranda, a good timing.
The maid freezes in place as she slowly turns to face Kira.
It's grown late and our guests are starting to tire out. Please show them to where they can find their rooms, so they know where they can retire when they are ready. Oh, about that. Their rooms aren't ready yet. What?
Kira immediately gets to her feet. The stern tone in her voice warps into an incredulous one, on the border of outrage.
What do you mean their rooms aren't ready yet? It's late at night. What have you been doing all this time? This and that. I had a bunch of tasks today, so I've been taking care of them as I go. Don't talk to me about your tasks as if I have no idea what they are. I'm the one who gave you them. They wouldn't take this long to complete even if I assigned you 3 times the amount of work you had today. Go upstairs and finish preparing the rooms now.
It was doing the
little shaky. If you can't get them done before long, I'm seriously questioning your ability to handle this job anymore.
The silence is deafening. Miranda doesn't even look all that perturbed by all of Kira's scolding.
Gone.
The DM. Shit.
The DM.
Look, D and M are in the word maid. I was confused, okay?
I get it.
The maid simply turns and heads upstairs. Miranda's footsteps grow distant and fade. Kira lets out an uneasy sigh and rubs her face. Melvin slowly gets to his feet and walks up to Kira. Kira, dear. As Melvin talks, his hand gently rubs over Kira's back. Today has been quite a lot for you and Donnie. But I think I speak for all of us in saying it's been a grand time. Don't lose yourself to stress over the rooms. Things will be all right either way.
Don't lose your way.
Don't lose your way.
I get it, yeah.
Come and join me in the library. We can chat and take our mind off things.
Oh, thank you, Melvin. But I should stay out of here with our other guests. Donnie hasn't returned yet, and it wouldn't be proper of me to just leave.
Very well. I see that I can't convince you. I shall go it alone then. Melvin takes his leave and heads toward the library. Kira settles back into her seat and lets out another sigh. She looks over the guests still present.
This has...
Kira pauses when she notices Paul getting to his feet and starting to leave.
Paul?
Sorry, please excuse me. There's something I need to take care of.
What could that possibly be at a time like this? Or at this time of night?
It's personal. I'll be back before the rooms are ready, I'm sure.
Oh, he's gonna go masturbate. I get it. I get it.
Sometimes you got it, bro. Paul heads off toward the front door and everyone can hear him exit the mansion.
How peculiar.
There's a tinge of unease in the air. Kay resting in an armchair with his shadowed silhouette flickering in the candlelight. While Dagbat has removed his hood, the Flayer has left his on, veiling his expression as he observes the domestic disorder. Though tacky decorating and questionable gardening skills may create the illusion of pampered comfort and ease, there is most certainly something amiss here. He ponders for a moment to harness his particular abilities to cut through the pleasantries and view directly into Kira's mind would be so simple. Yet his oratory skills are distinguished as well. Finally, he does speak, the bass of his voice cutting through the lull of the leisure room, directing all attention to him. Beautiful, Kira. What troubles you truly? We have only your best interest at heart. Kira blanches.
I am not comfortable with you referring to me in such a way. Looking over, the flare seems to have been struck momentarily speechless. I decide this might be a good time to talk, as I just remembered something from earlier. Your guard, Captain Brock Copperfield? He mentioned there was a security scare. Would you be willing to elaborate on that? Well, you are our friends too. And you will be spending the evening here. Donnie and I had hoped that everyone would just focus on enjoying our time together. It was a bit naive of us to think that no one would be concerned about all the guards and events at the Capitol. Like, money, yep. Like Dagbat said, if there's something you and Donnie are worried about, we might be able to help.
I've helped countless creatures across the realms I've traveled. I've done everything from locating lost objects to defeating realm-ending threats. Whatever is concerning you, our hostess, would be trivial before me. Kira thins her lips, taking in a sharp breath before continuing.
We received a letter. Well, it's not really a letter, more of a threat. The envelope was addressed to Donnie, and there wasn't a return address. Inside was a single paper with just a few words and a sketch of a wicked reptilian thing. All that was written was, "Your time is short." Ominous. We told the guard, and they started to investigate, but nothing came of it. Donnie wants to keep living like we always have, even though we are both worried. With all of you here, and with what is happening at the Capitol, we would not risk the safety of our friends. So, we requested additional guard presence and around the grounds, just to be safe. I see. You mentioned a reptilian thing. Yes, it was a strange image. Well, when I was patrolling the hedge, I met... Megan interjects, looking over at a small piece of paper that Duke had slid her way while we were talking. Upstairs, Gwen can be heard shouting, calling for aid. What the? I quickly get to my feet and run upstairs.
He follows immediately behind Manit, his mind on alert and searching the area.
Dad does the same.
Kira is also following, but trails behind all of you. She reaches the door you all went through and looks into the room. The scream she lets out is blood-chilling. All of you look into the center of the bedroom. Is Donnie gonna be deady?
Huh?
In front of Gwenhilda is Donnie's body laid out on the floor in a pool of blood. I'm a genius.
Let's go.
I'm so smart. He's face down and there's a dagger sticking out of his back. He's completely motionless. Kira rushes over and checks on her husband.
No.
As realization hits her, Kira begins to break down and tears form in her eyes. The sound of the estate guards entering the mansion and making their way toward your position can be heard.
Man, this is when as Kira's like crying over the dead body, you just have Mani walk over and be like, hey, who's your favorite One Piece character?
Oh man, who would Kira's favorite One Piece character be?
That would be Chopper. When you
think so? You think
she's kind of that look, moms like Chopper.
Shit, that's so true.
It's like it's the Eeyore syndrome. Right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I follow.
Exactly.
What kind of people like Brooke? Do people like Brooke like in a great amount? People never really talk about him.
I think it's because he wasn't in the original crew. Because you can kind of see like Luffy through Robin is such a like tight-knit cast.
Right.
And like the rest of the cast that joined in after that's kind of...
I mean, don't people love Frankie?
Yeah, but like I feel like Frankie, Brooke, Vivi, I'm counting her in this.
Fair.
And Jinbei are like the odd ones out in the crew because they were introduced just too late.
People just hate Jinbei though.
It's true.
Like,
Jinbei's always like near the bottom of
unreasonably hate Jinbei.
Yeah, I think it's just because of how late he gets introduced and that they built up him joining the crew for too long, so people just felt like they were already tired of him by the time he became relevant.
Right. I'm following. Shame.
Do kind of be that way.
Real darn shame. But like Chopper is also kind of the right choice.
Yeah.
I mean, Sanji's also good too, though.
Yeah.
So is.
Because I feel like you have like the original five are like they're the iconic members of the crew, and then the additions of like Chopper and Robin people accept, and then people just kind of ignore. You have to be a One Piece fan to like actively engage in the other characters. But like general consensus, like the general public will know the original five, and then maybe Chopper, Robin.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
They might recognize a robot man being Frankie in like key art.
Yeah, but never pre-time skip Frankie.
Yeah, never pre-time. The better Frankie.
Like actually though, like I don't know.
Time skip like killed half the cast. Like,
it's kind of true.
Look at Chopper's new forms, and they're terrible.
So unfortunate. Like, I've slowly started to be okay with his base form.
Yeah.
Like, it's cute. I get it. It's cute. It's simple to draw and animate. Like, I get it, right? But I do miss like old Chopper's just simple look.
And I don't like Zoro's new silhouette.
You're not a fan? No.
I don't think the robe. I think the robe look makes him look like too wide.
You think so?
Yeah.
That's fair. It's not as clean.
Yeah.
As far as the silhouette goes, but like
you look at his new silhouette and it's like, well, this man does not have any agility. Like, that's the feel I get immediately.
I mean, like, they were like, more. He's just more samurai than he used to be, I guess.
Yeah, and I get it, but it's like, not great. Is it what it is?
And I mean,
Sanji got his design mirrored.
Yeah, like
his bangs switched to the opposite side.
Yeah, they flipped canvas on him.
Yeah, and I'm like, what kind of fucking shit is this? We have the tragedy of Nami's design.
It's pretty tragic. It's so sad because like pre-time skip Nami was actually so good.
I get it.
And then
I get it.
And then I mean, people are always going to point out the weird proportions, and like a lot of it has to do, I feel like, with just the animation like itself.
Yeah.
Like the manga, it's not too crazy as far as I know, but like it's a shame.
Look, people are allowed to be horny on main.
Yeah. Robin's good both ways, though.
Robin is always going to be the best.
Good both ways.
She's that blessed character.
I do kind of wish she like didn't get like light skinned. Like
she was always that skin.
The coloring was, well, I guess the coloring would have just been different, right?
Yeah, like that's the
usually it's the
people. So she started white, became brown, and then they corrected her to the original.
I think I like her brown.
Yeah, but it's one of those things like she never really was.
Fair enough.
That's one of those like.
And it's so in the zeitgeist of her being brown.
Because they also corrected her eye color. Because in all of the original Oda colors, she was always lighter skinned.
Okay.
That was a like director of the anime decided to do that.
Oh, interesting.
So
that's interesting.
That is just a different thing.
Okay.
It was when the director changed after that. They were like, oh well, let's use the original key art look for Robin.
Okay.
Like
the more you know. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good to know.
One of those misconceptions.
Yeah. I mean,
do be that way.
You have to do some digging to know that for sure.
But all right, everyone, we'll end the part here.
Okay.
So we'll see you guys around.